There are 3 dialer methods that are part of the Dial IQ Power Plus feature set. The first 2 involve calling lists of leads, and the third extends the calendar event functionality. The features are Speed Dial, Intelli-Dial, and Scheduled Dial. This video chapter explains the Speed Dial and Intelli-Dial features. Since all Dial IQ features use the Dial IQ action window, this video will also explain all the elements of this part of the user interface. From a user perspective, the Dial IQ action window is the center of Dial IQ activity. It is where users will take actions, leave messages, transfer calls, and more. First, Speed Dial. Speed Dial enables you to create a queue of leads that you call one after another. The first step in using Speed Dial is to determine which leads you want to call. Filter and sort leads on the View Leads page or manage leads returned from a report. Whatever method you use to load the leads you want to call, the method of creating your Speed Dial call queue is the same. On the View Leads page, click the checkboxes in the selection column of all the leads you want to call, or click Select All on the Lead Control menu. When the leads are selected, expand the Lead Control menu and click Create Queue. The call queue will load. The page looks similar to the View Leads page in prioritized view, without filtering and sorting. It also has a Clear Call Queue button, which you can click when you have finished placing calls from this queue and want to reload the View Leads page. To place a call, click a phone number associated with any lead in the queue. When you click the number, your phone will ring and the Dial IQ action window will expand at the bottom of the page. When you answer the phone, Dial IQ will place a call to the lead and connect the 2 calls. The Dial IQ action window displays some basic information about the lead and about the call, whether it was disconnected by you, the lead, or if an error occurred. If you would like to see all lead data for the lead being called, click the Quick View icon. Clicking the Quick View icon will expand a read-only version of the lead data to allow you to preview the lead without having to navigate to the Edit Lead page. The Quick View window scrolls so you can see all the information about the lead you are calling. The other icons on the Dial IQ action window are the same as the icons that appear in the Options column of the View Leads page. The Take Action icon will open the View Logs Take Action pop-up. The Edit Lead icon will open the Leads View Edit Lead page. Mouse over the Phone icon to reveal the rest of the phone numbers associated with this lead. This is useful for when you want to try contacting this lead on more than one phone number before moving on to the next lead. Click the Calendar Event icon to set a calendar event for this lead. Clicking the Leave Message button disconnects you from the call and automatically leaves your pre-recorded standard voicemail message on the lead's voicemail. Click the button as soon as you hear that you have reached a voicemail message and move on to the next lead. Dial IQ will play your pre-recorded voicemail when it hears a beep, or if no beep is detected, it will play the message in 10 seconds. Click the Hang Up button to end a call. Click the Call Next Lead button to end the call and initiate a call to the next lead. If you want to take an action on a lead you are calling or have just called, select it from the Select Action drop-down. Make a comment in the field if necessary. When you have selected an action and entered your comment, click the Take Action button. Click the Transfer button to transfer the lead to another Dial IQ user. When the user clicks the Transfer button, a list of available users will pop up on the screen. When the user clicks the name of another user to whom he would like to transfer the call will be transferred and the Transfer Call pop-up will close. When a user clicks a name to transfer a lead, 3 things will happen. 1. The user who initiated the call will be disconnected. 2. The lead will be automatically assigned to the dialed user. And 3. The lead will be connected to the dialed user. Note that this type of transfer is called a cold transfer because the user receiving the transferred call will not be alerted that the call he is receiving is transferred from another user. The dialed user's phone will ring just as it would from any other incoming call, and when he answers it, he will be speaking directly to the lead. Also, when the lead is transferred, he will be disconnected from the transferring user and hear the phone ringing as Dial IQ attempts to connect him to the receiving user. Note that if no users are available to receive a transferred call, The transfer call pop-up will display a message indicating that there are no available users to receive a call. If the dialed user is unable to answer his phone, the lead will reach the dialed user's voicemail. It is possible for the transferring user to take an action and make a comment on a lead. Note that as soon as a user transfers a lead, it is reassigned to the user receiving the transfer. So if a user plans to take an action on a lead, he may need to take the action and comment before transferring the lead. If the user has the role of administrator or power user, however, they will be able to take actions and make comments on leads irrespective of who owns them, so they can take actions after transferring. Also note that if the transferring user has made changes to the lead on the Add Edit Lead page, he must click the Save button before transferring the lead. In light of these facts, it is recommended practice to always take any actions and comments and save any changes on the Edit Lead page before clicking the Transfer button on the Dial-IQ action window. If a user attempts to transfer a lead and is unable to, because no leads are available to receive transferred calls, the user can close the Call Transfer pop-up and press the Transfer button on the Dial-IQ action window again to get a refreshed list of available users. If the list is still empty and the transferring user would like to continue trying, he can retry the Transfer button as many times as he likes until there is an available user. If the transferring user is unable to transfer the lead for any reason, he can still assign the lead to the desired user from the View Leads page. After the lead has been called, it will remain on the list but will be crossed out. The lead still has full functionality. The strike-through is just a visual indicator that the lead has been called. Persistent dialing. When a call is ended by a user or by a lead, the user will remain connected to Dial-IQ for 12 seconds. This allows them to initiate the next call without having to answer another incoming call. Users may initiate the next call and end the current call by clicking the Call Next Lead button or by clicking the next phone number of the lead in the Dial-IQ interface. Note that the 12-second duration can be customized. To change this setting, contact your account manager. Once the 12-second window has elapsed after a call, the user connection to Dial-IQ will be terminated. Users can still initiate outbound calls to leads, but it will require that another call from Dial-IQ is placed to the user. Intelli-Dial. Intelli-Dial is like Speed Dial, except it leverages the Leads 360 lead prioritization feature. Instead of selecting the leads you want to call on the View Leads page in normal view, load the View Leads page in its prioritized view and create your call queue from there. Leads are reprioritized in real time, so clicking the Call Next Lead button will call the highest priority lead.